protein shakes and sausages from Greg's, baby. Woo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mikeyanek Show, episode 91. Hell yeah, brother. Your weekly half an hour dose of rational, common sense, serious topics. We discuss everything over here on the Mikeyanek Show. Okay, we discuss politics, we discuss astrophysics, numbers, accountancy. Okay, how to legally create documents, how to get out of trouble, how to hire a lawyer. Okay, and what's the meaning of life? Okay, this is the show where you wouldn't get anything crazy and nonsensical. You know what I'm saying? This is the show that is needed in this world right now. Okay, because everything out there looks like a fucking circus. The news are crazy, and you're gonna think, but Mike, I need this place where I can go every week. Okay, and I can have some common sense and rationality. Hey, where do I go? You come here. And you're gonna say, if you've seen the show before, you're gonna say, but Mike, hold on, what are you doing? Are you lying to us? Yes, I am. Hold on, Mike. You hear my table is squeaky. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can hear it. My table is squeaky and it's really distracting me because I'm here to teach you some things today. We're gonna talk about numbers and mathematics. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna say, but Mike, hold on, are you lying? And I'm gonna say, yes, I am. And why are you lying? Because lying is fun. Okay, let's be fucking honest. It's amazing. All right. If you have kids, or if you have young cousins or nephews or something, and if you're teaching them stuff like I do, I don't have children, God forbid. Okay, just imagine if I'm a father. Oh my God, the little the little psychopaths I'm gonna raise. You know what I'm saying? I was talking with the missus the other day. I was like, if we have kids, and one day when they go to school, we're going to be every week they're gonna call us in that fucking teacher's office or whatever the hell, like principal's office. You know what I'm saying? Because our little kids, they're gonna call everybody guy. Then you're gonna have a fucking teacher. She'll be complaining, why is your little kid? And I wanna give him a stupid name as well. You know what I'm saying? I'll call him Table. Table and Shoelaces. You know what I'm saying? The boy is called Table, the girl is called Shoelaces. And they'll be like, Mike, why are you gonna give them such weird names? Because that's why life is tough. They need to learn from an early age. You know what I'm saying? Try to go through school with that fucking crazy name. Good luck, kid. Table. Here we go. Table and Shoelaces. And the teacher is gonna be like, but why little Table is calling me Guy, And I was like, I don't know, Guy, because he calls everybody Guy, because his father is a fucking psycho. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Because his dad thinks that he's a character from The Sopranos. You know what I'm saying? And most people have never seen that show, which is a crime. I think we should start putting people in jail if you've never seen The Sopranos, because that's an amazing show. Okay? The other day, the missus, I was talking about The Sopranos, because they have like a new movie now, and she said, oh, I've never seen that show. And I was like, oh, God damn it. Here you go, first red flag, right? But if I have kids, God forbid, right? They're gonna be psychos. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if you're nurturing young people, like I am, okay? I have a little sister, I have like a few little cousins, even though I don't spend that much time with them because, they live on in Bulgaria and stuff. But whenever I'm there, or whenever I'm talking to them on Skype or whatever, I don't use Zoom, okay? No, Zoom spies on people. And we're gonna talk about the Facebook leak. Don't worry about it. I got all these messages, bro. I got all these pigeons over here. You know what I'm saying? They flooded my house, little pigeons with little messages on their fucking feet. You know what I'm saying? Most of them, they were like sexy messages. People try to slip into my DMs. I need to trim my fucking mustache, dude. Jesus Christ. I can barely speak, right? But most of the messages said, Mike, listen, you need to address the Facebook leaks. Okay, because what are we going to do here if we don't get your take on the Facebook leaks? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we're going to address it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I have some young family members. We never use Zoom, because Zoom spies on the people. Just do some research. People, the thing is, when I start saying stuff like that, people look at me, think like, dude, are you crazy? What are you talking about? And I was like, bro, it's all there. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes I feel like I'm doing conspiracy hour with my Yanek in my little dark room with all these fucking lights and stuff. There's nobody around me, you know what I'm saying? But like, come on, dude. It's all fucking there. When I'm telling you that Zoom spies on people, people didn't believe me, And I was a guest like on a few podcasts and stuff, and they was like, let's do it over Zoom. And I was like, bro, I'm not giving all my information to the CCP. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? They probably know everything about me as it is because my fucking phone is following me, Jesus Christ, man. And they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, bro, just Google it, man. Just Google it. They sell your information to fucking companies, bro. And the thing is, with me, those companies, they don't know what the fuck to do, bro. Because if you look at my Google search history and stuff, you'll be like, dude, we don't know where the fuck this guy stands. Is he a left winger? He's a right winger? What is his religion? What is his belief? What does he like? I'm all over the place, dude. Okay. I fucking like everything. You know what I'm saying? Cannot pin me down, bro. Alright? I was about to have protein shake instead of water, but I run out of powder, bro. Become too big now. That's why I need to wear shirts that are a little bit loose. It's difficult, bro. You know what I'm saying? We have all that muscle. So anyway, what was I talking about? When I talk to them, I say to them, they say, oh, Mike, you're such great, you have so much knowledge. You lived so much. You're 32 years old. Tell me, is there one advice you can give me? Because I'm kid, And I said, kid, no, hold on, I don't speak like that. I speak like that, you know what I'm saying? But like, listen, kid, if I have to give you one advice in life, lie. Just fucking lie, bro. Also, learn how to lie, because lie is a fucking art form. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be fucking stoic about that shit, bro. When you're lying, nobody should know that you're lying. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, oh, always tell the truth. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's not gonna get you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? No, you gotta lie. You gotta grease palms. Kiss asses. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking. That's it, bro. You gotta be like a politician. You know me, bro. I fucking hate politicians. But one thing I do respect about some of them, not all of them. Some of them know how to lie, bro. They know how to put a face on. You know what I'm saying? Even when they caught them in the act. There was here during the lockdown, corona, whatever. There was like these rules at the beginning where you couldn't leave your house and you couldn't travel. And there was a guy, I don't know, a fucking dickhead, I don't know, like somebody from the parliament, I don't even follow, but he, like, it was so funny because, like, he went on a trip literally across the country to go to the beach or something. It was during the summer of 2020. And he traveled for like 7 hours or something. And they caught him, all right? And he's like a public figure. He's like one of the most famous politicians in the country. And they caught him. And I remember the journalists, those fucking vultures, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me started on journalists, bro. One day these motherfuckers gonna come after me, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to build everything from the ground, from the roots, independent, So I don't depend on the fucking mainstream or whatever, because they'll come after me one day, these motherfuckers, And so anyway, so they caught him and they surrounded his house. I remember, and he was just about, maybe he was coming back or something with his family from the car. And this fucking guy lied his ass off. He was like, well, no, he said like, we're visiting like a grandma that is super sick or whatever. And then when they checked, he was like on the beach or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like just having fucking cocktails and martinis or whatever. He was like, oh yeah, you look so sexy in those bikinis. Saying that to his missus or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, and even this guy lied his face off, Some of them, they know how to keep a face, but that's very important. I'm gonna say to these kids, you need to know how to lie, okay? Enough of this. Who was the American president? Was it Lincoln or George Washington or whatever? They were like, he can never tell a lie. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That guy probably lied his ass off, and now we're going to get all the angry patriots, the Americans. Hey, don't you talk shit about Washington. I'll come down and I'll shoot you with my machine gun, because my machine gun has a machine gun, and machine gun has a machine gun. My little kid has a gun. I see all these like fucking... the thing is so crazy, man. Like, my Facebook page, go check it out. Mike Yanek Show at Facebook. It's so weird because like all the people that follow me and they send me... friends requests and stuff. I thought, bro, I'm all over the place, man. On my quote-unquote fan club / following, I don't have a big following for now. I have like 300 people, from which 200 are friends and comedians and all that stuff. But I do have a few people, that like my stuff. I'm very grateful for your appreciation, And it's all over the place, bro. It's like drag queens, gay dudes, people with like purple hair, and then you have on the other spectrum, you have a lot of people with a bunch of guns on their profiles. You have a few Karens, a bunch of fucking drunk middle-aged British women, all the pics are from pubs getting pissed. And then you have like a bunch of like teenagers and TikTokers, and then you have like all these dudes who have like, what's that flag with the snake? Don't tread on me, don't tread me, or something like that, and with like fucking bald eagles and shit. And I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. You know why? Because Mikey Boy is for everybody, dude. I don't care. Everybody, dude. You know what I'm saying? I have Asian people, white people, black people. I don't give a shit, dude. Everybody can fucking get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. That's comedy. That's what comedy is all about. Just make people laugh. That's it. I don't discriminate, bro. If you want to follow me, if you want to give me money, like my uncle said, my uncle, he's clever man. He's been in business all his life. I've told a few stories about him. Go back and listen to the podcast. The crazy guy, who had a rice farm, and then he was selling Viagra, and then like fucking everything, bro. He sells like paintings on. He's so funny, dude. He paints, right? So he makes these paintings, which are okay, you know what I'm saying? Just like triangles and shit. It's alright paintings, but he puts them for like 50K, 100K, and tries to sell them on eBay. He's amazing. I love him so much. He's such a character, bro. Like, this guy, somebody should do a fucking movie based on this guy's life, And he puts them for like such a unbelievable amount of money, but he doesn't have like a name, like he's an okay painter, it's just like with that tape, how they have the white tape and he just paints it, it's an alright painting, you know what I'm saying, but it's like nothing, too crazy, but he puts it for like insane money, and then he fucking gets angry that nobody buys them, he's like, hey, nobody buys my painting, this painting costs only 120,000, Like, he's gangster, bro. He's just trying to sell one painting and just sort his life out, because like $120,000 in Bulgaria, that's double, that's quarter of a million. He's set for the rest of his life, So funny, dude. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Yeah, fuck. See, that's the thing, man. I started forgetting now, Jesus, man. I had this thing on stage as well recently. I forgot like a bit for a second. And then I was just pacing back and forth, and I was like, fuck, I completely blanked out, But anyway, yeah, just fucking lie. Yeah, about the people, yeah. Everybody likes me, okay? No problem. I don't care. I don't care about your background. Oh, yeah, my uncle, here you go. My uncle said to me, very smart, Mike, he said, listen, Mike, there is no colors, okay? Doesn't matter, black, white, yellow, brown, purple, no. Only one color matters. It's green. Okay, you never turn down money. It doesn't matter who gives you money. Somebody offers you to do business with you. He's going to buy your product. He's going to shake your hand. He's going to put he's going to put money in your pockets. No problem. We don't care. Man, woman, short, tall, fat, skinny, no problem. Take money. You say thank you very much. Shake hand. You go home. That's it. He's right. Same with me, bro. If you want to do business, if you want to follow me, I don't give a fuck about your background. Come over, jump into the ship, bro. We all going. We're building the Titanic, so then one day we can go all together. You know what I'm saying? But at least the band is gonna be in there playing those fucking violas, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's it, dude. Give a fuck, Jack. And teach your kids to fucking lie, okay? I'm fucking sick and tired of these people. You can see them. Nobody taught them how to lie. You know what I'm saying? And now they know how to lie, and they get all fucking flustered. They all fucking shaking and stuff, and I can tell that you're lying. So you need to do a better job. And I'll give you an example, okay? I was telling this story recently to my missus, and she was like, wow, that is the wildest shit I've ever heard. And I was like, fuck it, I'll say on the podcast, my parents, when I was growing up, I'm just gonna put the cards out there. They were very, very young. When they had me, I was a mistake. Okay, I was an accident because they got married and my mom got pregnant 3 months later. You know what I'm saying? And my dad proposed to my mom on the first date. Okay, I'm gonna tell this story one day on the podcast. But yeah, it's insane. Okay, so they met and a total of like 4 months and a half or 5 she was pregnant. Okay, definitely I was not planned. She was 19. My dad was like 25 or something, right? Crazy stuff. Anyway. My parents, when I was growing up, were fucking savages, bro. They were like such bad parents. It was crazy. So what they did, this is when we all used to live together. They got divorced when I was 7. Oh my God. I'm so happy they don't watch this shit. And they don't speak a word of English. Oh my God. Otherwise, we have some weird conversations. But I asked them once, can I tell these stories? And they said, if it's for show business, no problem. Okay, go have career. Make fun of us, no problem, right? So if it's for show business, it's all right. So anyway, I was 7 years old, and it was on my birthday, right? Before that, so because we don't have much money when I was growing up, they didn't buy me really presents. They just give me something little for my birthday or for Christmas. So what I started doing, they give me allowance every day of 2 leva, which is, let's say, 2 quid, right? so I can go and buy some food. But what I used to do is, in school, I mean, in the cafeteria, what I used to do is I used to save half, so pretty much malnourish myself. That way you think I'm so small. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking 32 years old. I'm 55. I'm 165 and I'm 60 kilos barely. Because when I was growing up, those first 7, 10, 12 years or whatever, I was saving half my money. There was some times where I didn't even eat for the whole day. So I can save some money, right? Because I want to buy maybe like a video game or something, those cartridges or whatever they call it. Anyway, so what I was doing, just saving one quid. But when you were a kid, you know what I'm saying, like fucking 30 quid in a month, you feel like a millionaire, innit? And I saved a lot. I saved like 150 quid or something like that. How much is that? 3, 4, 5 months or something. And it was around my birthday. So what they did, it was kept in a jar in the kitchen, in the cupboard upstairs. In the cupboard. I cannot believe I'm telling this story, bro. How the fuck do I get into this? Oh my god, but that's it, bro. I'm too deep now. You know what I'm saying? I'm halfway through into the mud. How do you call it? The pool of mud. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there. I'm in the lake. There's nowhere to go. I cannot bail out now and be like, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna leave. No, bro, this is show business. If we're gonna drown, we're gonna drown together. You know what I'm saying? So we keep it in the cupboard, and I have my birthday, and all my mates are there. All my friends are there. And, it's kids, bro. We're like 7, 8, whatever, right? So everybody's running around. Everybody, some people go into the kitchen, even though the food was there, like to serve it into the living room. But some people go into the kitchen, back and forth, back and forth. Everybody leaves, right? The next day, I say, because I had like, I think it was like a video game or something, maybe like a Nintendo or something I wanted to buy. So I saved all that money, right? So I was like, okay, I want to go the next day with my mom and take the money and we're going to buy all the stuff that I wanted to buy because they didn't give me a present. And I go and I say, my parents come in the morning, right? And I'm super excited, by the way, because I think it was like a Saturday the day after or something. I'm super excited. And I was like, I'm gonna buy all my shit. And my parents come over, they open the door, they sit down next to me, and I was like, I'm just waking up and stuff. Is everything okay? What's happening? And they say, we have some bad news for you. And I'm like, oh no, what happened? And they say, the jar of all your money. And I was like, yeah. And they said, I think somebody stole it. Like from your birthday party, some of the kids, probably somebody went there and they were like, just stole it. And the money's gone. And I'm crying, bro. And I'm bawling, crying. You know what I'm saying? I'm bawling, crying, right? And I fucking got into an argument with all my friends, obviously. Because, like, what the fuck? You stole all my money, dude. And it turns out, then I found out that it wasn't my friends. It was my parents. They came clean fucking literally when I was 18 or something. I fucking 12, 13 years later, they came clean and they told me. And I was like, damn, bro. This happens, right? But then I was like, okay, fuck it. I start to collect the money again. And they say, this time, to be on the safe side, let's not keep it in the cupboard because it might disappear again. We're going to put it in the bank, right? And this was 95, 96 or something. And, there was no such thing as private banks before 89 because it was communism. So I was like, okay, no problem. You're my parents. I fucking trust you, okay? Oh, this story is getting wild, bro. Listen to this. Oh, my God. I feel so uncomfortable now. Hey, bro, we're getting in. We're going there, okay? So, anyway, and I started doing the same. They give me 2 quid. I take half, put it in the bank, half for food. And they said, give it to us, and we'll put it in the bank. So you give it to us, and every week or every time I go to the bank, we open an account for you because, I'm not 18. I cannot open an account for myself. And we'll put it in there. And it's going to get a bit of interest. And when you're ready in 5, 6 months or whatever, we're going to get the money out. It's going to be a bit of interest. And maybe we're going to add a bit of from us as well because you've been disciplined and all that stuff. And you can buy the stuff that you want to do. And I was like, okay, that's my parents. That sounds fucking reasonable, right? And I started doing the same. Every day, giving. And I'm keeping track, by the way, because this is how fucking psycho I am. Even when I was 6. I keep track of the money. And I write down how much I have, right? And after 5 or 6 months, I've collected enough money. And I go to them and I say, it's time. I want to buy this, a skateboard. I want to buy a new this or this, whatever, right? I want, let's go on Monday and get the money. They was like, okay, no problem, no worries. Next day. And by the way, because, when you are a kid, your memory is short. So this was maybe like a year later or something. So I have completely forgot about the birthday fiasco. So they came over. Same shit, bro. They sit me down. No, I remember I was in the kitchen, right? And I got dressed, and they say, we have some bad news for you. We just got, we just got a phone call from the bank. And the bank has burned down. It caught on fire. And everything, all the money are gone because it's burned and burned. And I remember I started crying. And the first thing I said, are any of the people who worked inside okay? Moral of the story, my parents, tremendous liars. Okay? Very fucking good. I mean, I'm talking about professional levels of lying. And psychopaths, okay? My parents, they're lovely people now. We get along great. My relationship with my dad and my mom has been amazing since I moved here pretty much. Since I got away from them, we started to like each other. For the last 10 years has been tremendous. But when I was growing up, they were legit psychopaths, okay? I have no idea how I turned. Listen, I'm not a criminal. I don't beat up people. I don't, harass people. I don't abuse women. None of that, I just don't do it. I'm not that type of person. When you look at my childhood, you will think like, how the fuck is this guy not in prison now for murdering 5 people? Oh, some hardcore drama over here, ladies and gentlemen. But that's the thing, though. They're good liars. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. You gotta teach your kids how to lie. Enough of these fucking people who don't know how to lie. And you gotta teach them how to perform under pressure. You know what I'm saying? When the moment hits, they have to know how to do the stuff. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like my parents, bro, they were smashing it for 15 years or whatever. I didn't know. I was like, what the hell, bro? Okay, since we're talking about lying, I was about to talk about some other stuff, but let me do this story. Okay, hold on. I've never told this story on the podcast before. Since we're talking about lying, so you can see how good my parents were at lying, all right? So, yeah, this story, completely true, by the way. I was maybe 13 or 14 or something like that, or maybe even younger. My dad changed jobs. He always used to work like odd jobs, here and there. He used to be in construction, then he was like a night shift guard, like a used car parking lot or whatever, salesman, so that type of stuff, or just like being a security at the restaurant, or just like what else he used to work like in factories, like just obscure jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like most of my family, beside my uncle, my uncle and my aunt, they're the only 2 successful people. Everybody else, they're great people, but when it comes to jobs, it's just random shit, right? He finished the job when he was like a late shift security at the restaurant or something, right? So he finished that, and one day, because my parents are divorced, so I used to go to him every weekend, and he said, I got a new job, and I was like, oh, really? Yeah. He was like, yeah, I'm a delivery guy now. I'm going to say the name of the company. I don't think we're going to get him in trouble or anything like that. But the name of the company is Speedy. Okay. So this company, this is the biggest company in Bulgaria that it's like, in the UK, they have DPD and UPS and FedEx, right? Same stuff. Because we don't have FedEx and UPS and all that stuff, we have Speedy, which is a Bulgarian company and delivers in the Balkans, right? Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, Turkey, Serbia. I think that's the countries that deliver, and inside the country, right? Same like here. You have a dude in a van and he just delivers shit, right? And they have offices and you go and you post your parcel. But it's 9 to 5, like roughly does the hours, and no deliveries on Sunday, right? So he's like, I started that new job, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, great, no worries. Now, I started noticing, because I'm there only on the weekend, I started noticing that every weekend I'm there, he leaves for work at like 10 or 9 at night, you know what I'm saying? And he comes back 4 or 5, most of the time I'm asleep, and next day he sleeps like half the day. And one day I was like, okay, but hold on, I thought that like, it's like the post, isn't it? And he was like, oh, no, we deliver, we deliver throughout the whole night. And I'm so fucking stupid, bro, because when you're 15, you're a teenager, you know what I'm saying, like, you have all the hormones bouncing up and down and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, you don't care about anything like that. And he was like, yeah, we deliver it every night, throughout the weekend, whatever, all the time, right? Okay, good. So I was like, because I'm very interested, in what he does and stuff. And every time he comes back home or the next day, I started asking him, like, where did you go? What type of stuff did you deliver? I'm just, when you're a kid, you're just fascinated by your dad, innit? So, and he was like, oh, yeah. So I went to the capital, or I went to Varna, went to Burgas and all those places, like. And he was like, oh, that's why I was away for like 5 hours or 6 hours or whatever, right? I'm just telling you the short story. One day, maybe I'll do the full story. One day, he comes back and I ask him, like, oh, how was it? And he was like, oh my God, you wouldn't believe this. And I was like, really, what happened? He was like, so I went to this house, right? He said the name of the city, I don't know, just a random city. So I go to this house to deliver this parcel to this guy. So I knock on the door, and the guy comes out and he's drunk. And I was like, oh, really? And he was like, what are you doing? He starts cursing at me. They're having a party or something. I don't know. And he was like, I'm here to deliver the stuff. And they need to give a signature. Can I have your signature? Get away from me. And he was like, then he went back to the house and he pulled out a shotgun and he put it in my face. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? Oh my God, Dad, this is unbelievable. Like the type of shit. And he was like, yeah, and then I took and then he was like, and then I put the package and I started running and he started shooting and then I went behind the car and I'm like jumping up and down at this point and I was like, oh my God, Dad, what the fuck? Like, oh my God, this is amazing, And I was like, damn, dude, that's crazy, Then he goes and he comes back, a few days later. He was like, so I went to this house because I asked him, like, how was it? And then once he told me that story, every single time I was there, because I see him in the morning, because he usually comes back very late, I used to ask him, how was your day? What happened this time? And every single time he had a crazier story and crazier story and crazier story. And one day he was like, okay, so I go to this party. They open the door, again, fucking 1 o'clock at night, right? I have at this point no fucking suspicion that who the fuck delivers parcels 1 o'clock at night on a Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, in people's houses, nothing. This doesn't even come across my mind, So it's like they open the door and they're having a bachelor party. And I was like, what? Bachelor party? Oh my God, that's amazing, yeah. And he goes, so I go inside. They was like, come inside. And he goes inside. And they have a stripper in there, you know what I'm saying? He's putting the parcel down and they're giving him shots and stuff. And my dad, he used to be like a party animal back in the day or whatever. He's like, so we're doing shots and the fucking music is blasting. And he's like, oh my God, that's my fucking song. And then they put him on the chair and the stripper gives him a lap dance. And I'm just eating it up, bro. I'm just like, oh my God, this is like, you have the best life ever. You know what I'm saying? That's the most amazing shit I've ever heard, dude, Because the next day I saw him, he was like a bit hangover, and then he was like, I did that, all that stuff, right? So this happens for about 7 years, I think, yeah. At that point, was I like 17? So maybe I was 12 when that happened. Fucking hell, I think I was 19 or 20 or something like that. I was 12 to 13, maybe 14, yeah. One day, he sits down and he says, I have to tell you something. And I'm like in the movies, I'm like, oh shit. And he says, it's about my job. And I'm like, oh fuck. Because he leaves with jeans, sunglasses. He leaves the house at 11 at night with sunglasses, right? A leather jacket, a shirt, right? And I'm thinking like, oh, he's a delivery man. And I'm like, I'm so fucking dumb, bro. And I'm thinking, and I was like, oh fuck. Because at that point, I think just the movie Transporter has came out, which is a movie about Jason Statham. He's like a hitman or whatever and transports drugs or like precious gems or like contraband money or whatever, of criminals. He transports them from A to B, and he's like a bad guy, a badass with a leather jacket, and he beats up people, right? And I'm thinking like, oh fuck, my dad either is like a drug dealer or like a transporter or something. And I was thinking like, in either case, that's fucking amazing. In my neighborhood, that's a badge of honor. If your dad is a gangster, come on, bro, that's like, that's like up here, right? And he was like, I have to tell you something about my job. I told you that I'm courier, they go and all that. And I was like, yeah. He says, well, that's not the case. That's not true. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm literally like, my heart is pounding. And I was like, what the fuck does this guy been up to? Like, Jesus Christ. And he said, because I don't know, dude, like all of a sudden he started having money and shit, you know what I mean? Like, because before that, when he used to work as a security guy, he didn't have no money. He used to make like minimum wage. But now all of a sudden, bro, he's buying me shit. He's taking me to basketball practice. He bought like a new car. There's like a new TV. He had a TV in every room. He had a TV in the kitchen, living room, and bedroom. And he was thinking putting a TV in the bathroom, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has all this money all of a sudden. You know, he has like plants. He used to have plants, but now they're like more flashy plants. You know what I'm saying? He has like better chemicals for them. You know, and all the dogs, because we used to have dogs before they passed away. You know, they all groomed now. They're nice. Their food is a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't buy the store brand dog food now. It's like pedigree or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? The dogs are all happy on the packaging. You know, because the store brand, all the dogs kind of like, they look like somebody took a picture from a pound or whatever. They're all sad and shit with the little viola just crying. Somebody adopt me, please. You know what I'm saying? And there's like all the fucking dogs now. They're all happy and shit. You know, they have whiskers and everything. You know, they have like bow ties or whatever. You know, because they're goofy and eccentric. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden he started having money, and I was thinking like, fucking hell, man. And he started eating well, so he gained a little bit of weight because he's always been very skinny. And I was like, fuck, this guy's dealing drugs, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, for the last 7 years, I have not been a delivery man. I have been working as a double agent at a casino. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, what? He said, yeah. Pretty much what they do is, I'm employed by the casino to go as a civilian and to play on the casino floor. So I attract people. So people see that there's, people playing, and I win quite often on the slots machine and the other stuff. So people be like, oh, okay, it's people making money. Let me go and let me invest a little bit. And I'm employed by the casino and nobody knows. And this is what I've been doing for the last 7 years. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he said, I didn't told you because, I don't want you to tell nobody because it's a secret. And I was like, fuck, dude. And I just gave him like standing slow clap, ovation. I was like, bro, that's amazing. That's what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moral of this podcast. Fucking be a good liar, okay? And I'll tell you the full story in the future podcast of my dad being a double agent for the casino, because that's a fascinating story. He did that for 7 years, if not even 11 or something, I don't know, at this point. But that's the moral of the story, okay? This heartwarming story, and I opened the book of Mike Yanek, and you get to learn something a little bit more about me. What is the moral? Teach your fucking kids how to lie, okay? Because obviously their parents taught them how to lie well, and look at that. For 7 years, I was so fucking stupid that my dad was transporting packages and parcels at fucking 2 at night or whatever, and getting into people's houses or strip clubs or people pulling weapons on him. Complete fabrication. And I believed all of it. Because why? Because he's stoic when he lies. And I'll tell you the next episode or another time when we talk about lying, a story that I lied recently to my missus, and I completely forgot that I lied, okay? And that's it. Because we don't have any more time. Are we out of time, Mike? Yes, we are. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this episode of the Mike Yanek Show 91, baby. I'll see you next week. I love you. You're the best. I'll give you all the kisses and teach your kids. And you learn as well. Learn how to lie. Okay? Love you. Bye.